What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about FET, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. That's a mouthful. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I got to be honest, guys. I did not have it written on my list. I remember during the live stream, I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. So we're giving FET its own video here. It deserves its own video anyways. Let's look at this here. On a monthly time frame, you've got a very nice bullish engulfing candle happening right now, right? 74, 75 cents essentially right now. Very nice low, very nice bottom, very nice recovery. Bullish engulfing candles are always good to see, especially on significant time frames like the monthly. If we take this low from November 22nd, the end of your bear market, we take it to the high of the bull market so far, you bounce right at your 0.5, which generally I wouldn't attribute to a significant area to bounce from. But this whole damn bull cycle, guys, everything's been showing significance at its 0.5. I don't know why, but that's just the case, man. That's how it's been. I mean, look here, low to high here, you bounce right off your 0.5, right? Low to high here, you bounce right off your 0.5. It's no coincidence. It's just meant to be, man. So looking good. Monthly RSI right off the 40. That's also a really powerful look, bouncing off the 40. You do have higher lows here, lower lows relative to this in the RSI. That's hidden bullish divergence, and you're maintained a very nice upward sloping posture. Oftentimes, people focus on lines like this from a low here to a low here. Once you break through this, FET's dead. It broke out of its uptrend. It's dead. But no, it did not break out of its uptrend, because this is a low, this is a low, this is a low. It's higher lows. It's still in an uptrend. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a straight line. It can do whatever it wants. It doesn't have to be this false idea of a straight diagonal line. Diagonal lines, oftentimes you actually find support once you're below them instead of right at them. Maybe the first couple of times you find support right at them, but it's like the third or fourth time, that's whenever you find support below them. Anyways, I digress. The next target area to expect, if we're looking at 0.5s as an area of significance, well, you found support here month after month after month, resistance here, and it is your 0.5 right there at $1.10, dollar being a psychological point of resistance potentially. I could see you going to $1.10 around there, $1.10. Yeah, you're at 75 cents now, 74 cents. So I think you do keep working your way up there. Inevitably, of course, FET, I think you will see new all-time highs. Of course, inevitably, I think that you will, but we'll get to that. Okay, let's talk about the weekly time frame. Weekly RSI bouncing off the oversold area, looking good. Yes, very, very charged to do well. No hidden bullish divergence here, but I think that you're coming up nice. You're above the 40. That's a positive reaction. We want to see you get above the 60 ultimately. So keep going, keep on going. 3 weeks in a row of growth. It's not a bad thing. Let's see. What about, you're right here at the 382. You could find some turbulence here. Let's look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame, you're pretty overbought, right? You got to the 85, 84 level, so you might cool off a little bit. It's fine if you do. You're at 74, 75 cents right now. Prior areas of resistance here. Let's say you do cool down. Can we find a fib that lines up with that 236? Maybe. Low to high here, right there with your 382. It wouldn't be crazy. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It would not be crazy at all if that you're at 75 cents now. If you were to drop all the way back down below 60 cents, you could go to 58 cents or around there. And all that would be, my friends, all that would be is a higher low. That's it. It's very common in strong moves to find support at your 382, and that's what I think you'll do. It's not a bad thing. I would expect, in fact, this takes place really fast. It's not going to be a long-lived, slow bleed, right? It's not going to be the end of May by the time you get here and then you recover. Maybe, but I doubt it. If that's the case, we're going to have to talk about you, FET. You might not see new all-time highs, but I think it'll be quick, short-lived. You have a chance of finding support at 66 cents. But I really do like that 58-cent level if this is the point of resistance here. And as of now, you have 8 hours, 25 minutes left in the day. Bearish engulfing candle. This does seem to be a point of resistance, right? So don't be scared if that happens. In fact, I wonder if we pull this down, we look at this point of resistance here. Look at that. You pulled right down to your 382. That's where you found support. And you went just below it, wicked below it, closed above it. Very common behavior. So if we go just below 58 cents, don't worry about it. It's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. You could hold at 66 cents. It's very uncommon to hold at your 236. I'll delete this overall fib, okay, the resounding fib here. It's less common to bounce from here, but if you do, it's a very powerful signal, and you are in a powerful move, so it's at least considerable that FET, maybe you don't go down to 58 cents. You could find support at 66 cents, but if you don't, we'll see you at 58, maybe even just below there, and it's fine if you do. It's totally fine. You're fine. Okay, so let's look at the 4-hour time frame, see if we can confirm that notion that you go down, because right now I'm a fan of that because you've just moved up. You know, you're right around your 382 of this of the resounding fib, right? The overall fib. It's a perfect area to find resistance. Maybe you go a little bit higher before you go up, but overbought. You're pretty overbought. Looking like you want to go down, cool off a little bit. That's fine, right? Go to your 60. Go to your 50. Bounce from these areas, right? Cool off. Bring the price down a little bit. It's fine. You're fine. Don't be worried about it. If anything, if you're looking at FET right now, if you bought up here, I'm sure you're wishing you could have bought down here. Well, you won't be able to, but maybe you'll be able to buy a little bit lower. You know what I mean? It's just an opportunity to buy lower. I'm not saying, not financial advice, not financial advisor. I'm not saying sell here because you never know when I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong and we just keep moving up. You never know. This is crypto. Things defy gravity sometimes. Things don't make sense, and that's okay. Sometimes they don't make sense to the upside. But you don't sell here. You buy more. That's the trick, right? You don't by saying that the price is going down. I'm not saying sell. I'm just saying wait to buy or buy more. Now, if you did buy up here, it might be a good time to take a little risk off. Maybe wait and buy lower. But if it takes off without you, you got to eat that too. So I mean, it's and there's other fish in the sea. If something takes off without you, you can look elsewhere to put your money. But I would say if you're holding it onto FET right now, unless you bought within like the last 2 days, I would say just keep holding it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want, but that's just my opinion. And wait to buy more or wait for it to recover, right? You'll be glad you did. Don't try to play the game. The game is stupid. It's so stupid. It's a game of you messing with money that matters to you, playing it against people who you don't even know, who very well could be smarter than you and send this thing up, could manipulate it. You never know. Don't play this game. Don't play this game. Just wait. It's going to take you higher. Just wait. 4-hour time frame here, 4-hour RSI. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And you might bounce from here. If by the end of the day you keep growing, I'll tell you what, if by the end of today you pull your skirt up a little bit and we show a wick, if we're above like 76 cents, 77 cents by the end of the day, perhaps you are not moving down, perhaps you are moving up. And maybe what you do is you move up inevitably to move down. Who knows? But you could bounce from here on the 4-hour time frame. And if you do bounce from here, like you did before, like you did back here, if you bounce from here, you're going to get into the overbought zone, and that will definitely charge the price higher. It wouldn't surprise me if you went like to 85 cents or above at that rate. Let's look at the 1 hour, because the 4 hour is not giving me too clear of a picture. The 1 hour makes me think that you do go lower. It does make me think you go lower. So I'm pretty confident in my lower predictions, my lower calls. That's the assumption right now. Let's look and see it something with volume here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely tricky. We'll have to see. I'll say this. Let's give you some circumstances, okay? Because the lower time frames aren't. It looks obvious from this setup, but from the lower time frames, it's making me scratch my head a little bit. So let's give you some if thans, okay? If you can close today I would say if you can close today above 78 cents. No. Not even there. If you can close today above, let's say, 75 cents, yeah, there's a chance that you don't go lower. There's a chance, and not even 75 cents. Let's actually say 70. Let's say 76 cents. 70. If you close today above 76 cents, there's a chance that you don't go lower. If you close today below this low at like 75.2 cents, you close below here, likely you will go lower, and everything I've said up until this point will come to fruition. Okay, you close here or lower and you're going down. But if you can pull your skirt up a little bit, if this thing has a wick under it, then we likely do continue to move up higher. But even then, how much higher? Will we just move up a little bit and then inevitably come down? Maybe. So don't count on it. I do expect volatility one way or another to come your way. Inevitably, FET. I'm thinking that you do see new all-time highs. Okay, your all-time high right now is at $3.50. All-time high expectation, new all-time high expectation would be something of around 654 to 1457. Yes, that's an incredible amount of growth from here. Let's just see what we're talking about as far as timing goes. FET. Look at this. Look at the pudgy penguin hitting the buy button. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny, man. They got some good gifts. I got to say, that's pretty funny. Oh man, the little glimmering eyes. It's hilarious. FET. I gotta say they're good. They're good at marketing, that's for sure. I'm sure they'll go far. Let's see. 1.7 billion, 1.8 billion. Let's call it 1.8 billion. So that limits you. You're probably not going to see 100x, right? You're probably not going to see a too much like maybe a 50x at the most. Yeah, yeah. I think by the end of June, FET, you'll be at 654 to $10. 654 to $10. That's immaculate growth, guys. That's actually really good growth. That's like 8x to 13x from here. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. If by the end of June you're at lower prices, don't get your feelings hurt. But I can't see that happening. What, you're gonna stop? You're gonna do a 3x? The average coin's expected to do a 4x or more. Like you're gonna do a 3x? I don't think so. You're going, bro. You're gonna go to 650 to $10, maybe all the way up to 1450. But I think that's later in the cycle. End of cycle predictions would be something on the lines of like 27 to $35. I could see that happening. I think FET by the end of the cycle sees a 27 to $35 price. That's all I got for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're at 75 cents now, looking to go a little bit lower. You have the ability to buy a coin that's going up to $27 to $35 by the end of the cycle. You have the ability to buy it at 75 cents, or if you're patient and you're lucky, it might just drop down to 58 cents. Prime time opportunity, man. This minimum expectation of $27 by the end of the cycle, that 36x there, if it does go down to 58 cents or even just below 58 cents, come on now, let's like right around there, that turns it into a 46x, right? 36x to a 46x. So if you time it right, you can gain an extra 10x just by being patient. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you got a lot of growth to go. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.